You ever wake up one morning and know something's wrong, even before your feet hit the floor? That was me. I was sitting on the edge of our bed, coffee mug in hand, pretending to be okay. The smell of roasted hazelnut drifted up like some kind of cruel joke, comforting, familiar, but I couldn't taste a damn thing. I just stared at the mug like it might tell me what I already didn't want to admit. Marcus stood across the room, fixing his tie in front of the mirror, crisp and polished, like always. He's always been put together, always had that clean-shaven, high-rise executive thing going on. Women noticed. I noticed too, but lately it was like he barely noticed me. "You're leaving early today," I said, trying to sound casual. He looked at me through the mirror, just for a second. That fake-ass smile slid across his face like it was glued there. "Big meeting downtown, I want to beat traffic." "Right. Another big meeting." I nodded like I believed him, took a sip of the coffee I couldn't taste. Bitterness stung the back of my throat. I wanted to ask where he really was going, who he was going with, but the words caught in my throat like glass shards. I wasn't ready for the answer. "I'll be home late," he said, grabbing his briefcase. "Don't wait up." And just like that, he was gone. Door shut, silence. It took me about 2 hours to work up the nerve to look. I know, I shouldn't have. But what do you do when the man you love starts feeling like a stranger in your own home? When the voice in your head gets louder than the silence in your marriage? I walked over to his nightstand like I was sneaking into someone else's room. My hands shook, not because I was scared of what I'd find, because I already knew I would. Second drawer, under a business magazine and a few loose papers, there it was, a folded receipt. My breath caught. I unfolded it slowly, like it might burn my fingers. Dinner for two. Sullivan's Steakhouse. $218.97. It was dated for last Thursday. Thursday, the same night he told me he was working late. What really tore me open wasn't the dinner. It was where. Sullivan's was our place. That's where we celebrated our first anniversary. He hadn't taken me there in 3 years, and now he was whining and dining someone else at our table. I put the receipt back, neat and careful, like I hadn't touched anything. But my heart was in pieces. I went to Candace's that afternoon. She's my ride or die, my best friend since freshman year. She opened the door and took one look at me. Talk. I didn't even make it past the couch before I said it. "I think Marcus is cheating." She didn't gasp, didn't freak out. She just gave me that quiet kind of support I needed. So I told her about the late nights, the change in his eyes, the locked phone, and the damn receipt. Candace was quiet for a beat. "I hate that you're going through this," she said. "But listen, you need to know for sure. Don't just go off instincts. If you confront him now and he lies, he'll bury it. But if you've got proof..." And that's when I realized I couldn't keep pretending I didn't know. 3 days later, I found myself parked outside a private investigator's office. His name was Tom Greer. He listened without judging, took notes like he was solving a puzzle. I laid it all out. Marcus's routine, the changes, the red flags, the receipt. Tom nodded slowly. "If there's something there, I'll find it. Give me a week." I thanked him and walked back to my car feeling hollow, like I'd just paid someone to prove my heart had been broken. I didn't cry until I got home, and then I cried so hard I had to cover my mouth with a pillow so the neighbors wouldn't hear. The days that followed felt like walking through molasses, slow, heavy, and unbearably quiet. Marcus was still playing his role perfectly. Thursday night came again. He said he had a client dinner. I smiled and watched him leave. At 9:43 p.m., my phone lit up. "It's him. He's not alone. Sending photos soon. Tom." Seconds later, the photos came through. Marcus, sitting across a candlelit table at Sullivan's Steakhouse. A woman, younger, long dark hair, her hand rested on his. I dropped my phone, and for the first time in this whole thing, I screamed. I needed a name, a face. Tom delivered. Her name was Sienna Keller, 28, marketing coordinator at a firm Marcus consulted for. Recently divorced. She had a picture on Instagram, the back of Marcus's head. Caption, "Sundays are sweeter when you're next to me." I saved it. Proof. Sunday morning. I stood across the kitchen island. "How was brunch?" I asked. "Huh?" "With Sienna." His face drained. "Don't lie," I said. "I have photos." "I didn't mean for this to happen." I laughed, bitter. "You didn't mean to cheat? Take her to our restaurant?" "I didn't plan it. I didn't even recognize the man in front of me anymore." After I confronted him, everything felt worse. He didn't beg, didn't fight. He slept in the guest room. I lay in our bed, replaying everything. Our wedding, our love, our undoing, I told Candace. "Was it me?" I asked. "Don't you dare go down that road," she said. But part of me still blamed myself. I ran into her at the farmer's market. "You can have him," I said. "But he's not who you think he is." She opened her mouth, but I walked away. And for the first time, I felt power. That night, I told Marcus I was moving out. "I'm not staying in a marriage where I have to hire someone to tell me the truth." He didn't argue. 3 months later, I had my own place. A dog, yellow walls. I stopped wearing my ring. I stopped waiting. Some days I cried, most days I didn't. I painted. I healed. Epilogue. The mirror. I found an old photo of us. I didn't cry. I just whispered, she didn't deserve what was coming. Because that woman still believed in forever. And even though I lost her, the woman I became, she's stronger. She's free.